Erin and Holly from Bailrigg FM reporting for the Student Music Network.
We are going the wrong way on the motorway. Not the wrong way, not the wrong side. We went the wrong way.
We went the wrong way on the motorway, but we're going the right way now.
But we are so excited!
We're so excited!
Kendal Calling is a beautiful music festival set deep into the heart of the Lake District, promising 4 days of great music, great food and great company. With headliners this year like Noel Gallagher in the streets, we couldn't not go. It's an absolute rite of passage for every Indian alternative lover, although we did quickly discover that there was something there for everybody. Later on in the video, we'll have some chats with Snayx, with Melanie Baker, with Eaves Wilder and the Lancashire Hot Pots. So come with us as we show you all there is to see in the fields. On Thursday, we didn't get to see loads because we had the whole first day of the festival setting up your tent drama. You know how it is. But what we did get round to was really, really fun.
Review of the Kendal Calling IPA. Go on.
Really good!
Good!
For most people, Friday was the first proper day of the festival, and there was lots of new music that you could sink your teeth into.
Who are you excited to see today, Holly?
Definitely Dick and Dom.
Dick and Dom.
Looking forward to Charlotte Plank. She's on a smaller stage, but looking forward to that.
Yep.
It's just another.
Yeah. We're gonna see everything. Right now, the Alfie Dukes. He's pretty good.
She's really good.
He's pretty good.
We're gonna go closer.
We're gonna go closer.
You know what terrifies me. Are we shit up something?
This is Erin Strom reporting for the Student Music Network. I'm sat here with Snayx, not Snacks. I'm sat here with Snayx. I'll pass the phone round, and do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, of course. Hi, I'm Charlie, vocalist.
I'm Lainey, I play the drums.
Hi, I'm Ollie, I play the bass.
Thanks for having us, sorry.
No worries. So we've just come back from seeing your set. I won't lie, I'll show you now. I went a bit too hard in the pit and I lost a button.
Oh no!
So you're responsible for this.
Okay,
Invoice us.
Invoice us.
Oh, well, I guess one of my first questions then is, you've played a lot of festivals, you've just done 2000 Trees.
Yeah.
Absolutely mad. What is the maddest crowd you've seen on your tour so far?
On the tour, what do you reckon? Was the most?
Hastings was pretty mad, wasn't it?
Hastings was crazy. We played literally last weekend at Burger Jam. We were like, oh, here we go. We're going to play Burger Jam. That's an interesting sounding festival. We're like, oh, no one's going to come see us. And then it was absolute carnage. They sold out of beer. They sold out of food. It was, I'm sure it was too many people for the courtyard they were running. And it was front to back. People absolutely just wild. And like, we were just like, it was crazy, wasn't it?
It was really fun.
You could literally run across the crowd. They were that dense. Like it was like.
That is crazy.
You did. You literally ran across them. Yeah.
Is that an often part of your set then? Because at the end of the set, you went straight into the crowd. You weren't scared of it.
I got in. I saw there was a big geezer in there throwing people about, wasn't it? I was a little bit.
threw
like,
me at some
I was
point.
like, oh no, I'm sorry. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah. He was like, okay, all right, I'll try and get in there. But I normally try if the vibe's right, I'll try and get in the crowd, get in there, and.
You normally send me out sometimes.
Yeah.
My legs all tangled most.
Yeah. You will take. I normally get you out, and I was like, get him up in the air, and you can play on your back and sort of go crowd surfing. We didn't do it today, but yeah, but it's.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Are you
time.
interested in playing again? Would you say this was a massive success?
Oh yeah, it's been really cool. I mean, like we said, it's been a whirlwind. We've literally got here. Like we got here, like we had a bit of trouble sort of getting through, like and getting onto site. But then once we were on, it was like set up, go, play the show, and then finish the show. We caught like a few seconds of CMAT on the way here, and it's just like, and then that's it. Unbelievable. But yeah, so it's been a bit of a whirlwind, but it seems like a really cool festival, and I mean, lots of people afterwards. We just went out after the show, and people were like, "Come on, it's our first time seeing you. You guys are amazing." So it's really nice when you get that sort of feedback from like fresh crowds, and it's that sort of festival where I think people are like open to seeing new bands, and it's quite nice.
How have you reacted to sort of blowing up so big, because you are like huge at the moment, and I guess it's been kind of huge for me, but huge. It's been quite a quick sort of turnaround, I suppose. How have you reacted to that?
I don't know. I feel like when you're in it, you don't really notice it that much.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like no, I've not really noticed it that.
It's just been
like, just
bam.
like so busy, aren't you? So yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Sort of saying, stages just get a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they're just a little bit bigger.
But we don't get much more space on that stage, bear in mind, because when you support in Royal Blood, they are the nicest guys. But it's like you set up in this space, and it's like they honestly. They are lovely. I literally have nothing but love for those guys, and they were the best people on tour. I think they really looked after us. They come into the dressing room every night, bringing us tequila, doing like magic tricks and it was they are really like the opposite of like what you might expect, from a band that size. You might think they'd be like they'd keep themselves to themselves, but no, they are lovely.
Like dressing room every night.
It was just
it's like I get back off stage. He's just there.
He's there with a tequila. He's like, come on.
This is one for you, one for me.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit about the tour with Royal Blood then? Because sometimes there's a bit of pressure being an opening band. I don't know, how did you take that?
We sort of take everything in our stride, really. It's you need to obviously win people over, and
I mean, it's our third time doing Europe, wasn't it? So we had a few people there who sort of knew us, so it wasn't too hard to get a few people going. It was nice to see a few familiar faces.
Yeah,
I think that really helps when the ice is like broken, because people who want to come see you, they're like, Royal Blood, we're going to come see you and Royal Blood. That's like a mad bonus. So it's like, so you've got those people there, and that, I think once you kind of get that core, it starts making things a lot easier to sort of,
It just takes one geezer, one nutter. And then the pit we go.
You just need one nutter.
You always sit there and you wonder when it's going to open, where's it going to start, where's it going to whatever, and then you're in it, do you know what I mean? I suppose I'd like to follow on with a question as well about pits and stuff like that. Lainey, I noticed you were wearing a Safe Gigs for Women shirt. Could I ask you to talk a little bit more about the cause?
They're a really good charity, and they come to like different gigs and festivals and stuff, and it's basically just like promoting and teaching people how to keep women safe at gigs and stuff like that, because obviously a lot of women get it's like assaulted and stuff at gigs, and it's just we need to keep them safe, so at gigs and stuff. So and it's really good that they're there when they're at gigs, because if anyone feels uncomfortable, they can go and talk to the volunteers, and they teach other people how to keep women safe and stuff. So so
bring them on tour, especially that behaviour's not welcome anywhere, especially at gigs.
Yeah.
We always make sure they're there on our tours. It's like it's really important to us.
Yeah, it is really important for us.
Are you hunting your prey? Are you one of the beasts? Are you one of the beasts? Are you one of the beasts? Lucky part of pressure. Skipping nights, nothing job. Some of your life is good to be alive is such a waste. Lucky part of pressure.
Obviously, you've got to rush off. If you were staying to see anybody here on this festival, who would be your top list?
Who's playing?
Noel Gallagher's headlining tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen Noel a few times. I really wanted to catch CMAT, and I got a little bit of CMAT. That was like one of my top picks. And then who else was on tonight? There was someone else. Oh, Keane. Oh my gosh!
I am Keane.
One of the biggest old school Keane fans. They're Hastings lads, I think, and Alfriston, Hastings. Yeah, I think the biggest band to have come from Hastings is what I heard from.
Yes. At the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I would have gone to see the Streets.
Yeah.
Sugar Babes.
Sugar Babes.
Unbelievable. But yeah, I think for me today,
Shelf Lives, of course.
Shelf Lives. Big love Shelf Lives. Big up Shelf Lives.
Did you have, do you remember those McDonald's toys that had the Sugar Babes song that played About You Now in the Happy Meals?
Oh my
I
god.
loved
That's
it.
a throwback,
And they had
isn't
a
it?
McFly one as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a McFly one. I swear, I can't remember. I mostly remember the About You Now one because
Yeah.
I had it for so long that it ended up just making a crunching sound at the
Yeah.
end.
It's
Too much. It's
Just
such a
like
good song.
slowing down to the longer you had
It's got waterlogged. It's got
Yeah.
gunk in it somewhere, unlabeled gunk, whatever. But anyway, you've got to get on. So thank you very much for joining me for Student Music Network.
Thank you, Student Music Network. Big love.
Brilliant show. Thank you very much. Wow, what a moment to leave Friday off on. To see if Saturday could hold a candle to that, Holly started the day off by chatting to the main stage openers.
Hello, I'm Holly and we are with Student Music Network and I'm here with Melanie Baker and the band. So first question I want to ask is, you started the main stage today. How was that?
It went really, really well. It was a very surreal experience because I've been coming to Kendal Calling since I was a kid, and I've played here a bunch of times, solo and all the little stages. And so getting to play the main stage and looking out on loads of people was very, very cool.
Just having it grow from when you started. So when was the first time you did a Kendal Calling show?
So I think the first one would have been 2017.
Okay.
So I was a little baby.
Yeah.
And so I was on the little Carvetti stage in the Woodlands, which I'm not sure is there anymore. And then I played the Yam Riot stage a bunch of times, which is the sort of introducing emerging act stage. Now the main stage, we've conquered it.
So is there a big difference? Were them shows a solo show? Were you just on the stage by yourself, or were you with the rest of you? The startup ones?
Yeah, so the first ones I did were solo. Yeah. And then I upgraded to being a part of a duo. And then I upgraded last year to doing the band for our first band show. Yeah. And then suddenly a year later it's full band on the main stage. And it was a real difference in our performance and the songs we were playing. So it was a real journey without trying to sound like a cliche or like cheesy. It has been a journey.
Yeah, that's lovely. So are you staying for the rest of the festival today? Is there anybody today that you're planning on seeing and looking around that you're looking forward to seeing?
Yes, we are here for the Sugar Babes and the Sugar Babes only. No, we're gonna see the Sugar Babes as like highlight, and we want to see. There's this really cool band that John, my guitarist, introduced us to called Home Counties.
Okay.
They're like a really, really cool band, and then we're also going to see the Streets as well.
Yeah,
so
I'm quite looking forward to them as well, to be honest. Yeah. I think that's one of the nice things about Kendal is you can, like, because I'm personally a drum and bass fan, so I came here thinking, okay, I'm going to see a lot of different music that I'm not used to, and Erin here has introduced me to metal, and I really like it. So I think it's nice to actually, like, just to start, like, seeing different types of music. I like it. It's good.
Advertise, don't wash and dry, just expose wires. Spacious kitchen, it's alive. Just for what's crumbling in.
So, do you have a big influence for your music? Is there someone specific or a few people specific that's an influence?
To be honest, like there's loads. Like when we're in the studio, then we end up like throwing around like loads of different references and like some that I wouldn't even have thought of. But I think like the main ones, and it changes all the time as well what I'm listening to, but like the main ones for my current music that I've released is like Courtney Barnett is like a big one. She's my favourite singer-songwriter. Phoebe Bridgers is quite an obvious comparison, I get quite a lot. And then people like PJ Harvey, like me and Millie are like massive PJ Harvey fans, like just like angry women like playing rock guitar. And I've really got into the Pixies recently. Like that's never been a band on my radar other than the classics, and like at the moment I just like can't stop listening to Pixies. So yeah, that's another one. Anyone else?
I think like just each other, like influencing each other, like friends. Is a big one for me personally. Like,
like
the TV show.
The TV. Well, like someone in the band will just start like playing a cool guitar part, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta write a song for that.
I like that.
And then we all just start jamming.
We all like different stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
Like Millie's really into like psychedelic sort of stuff. I'm really into hip hop.
Okay.
And Robbo's a punk.
Right.
And then like Joe, who isn't here, he's really into like sort of 60s kind of like classic 60s stuff, like Dylan and whatnot.
That's nice to put it together.
Yeah, it's all like merged into
made a sound
quite like unique.
That's lovely. Okay, so I got some fun questions now, and they might either fun or hard. I don't know.
Oh, no.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what album would you bring with you? You could also a different answer each.
Mine would be my dark, beautiful, twisted fantasy by Kanye West.
Okay.
Which you got to, overlook.
Yeah.
Some of Kanye's behaviour, but that's my favourite.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like my worst nightmare of a question. Because I'm like, I have to give I have to give the correct answer.
Yeah.
Because what happens if it actually I get stranded? I can't mess it up. But honestly, probably at the moment it would be by PJ Harvey, because it's just I think it's just a flawless album.
Yeah.
And it's one of those albums you can just rock out to.
Yeah.
And if I was on a desert island, I'd just want to keep moving. And,
yes, you would. You want to keep entertained.
Get all the frustrations out, so that'd probably be mine.
I think mine would be Live at San Francisco album by the OCs.
Okay.
Because it's real energy, punk rock, and then it's really psychedelic and there's heavy parts, there's really melodic parts, so it's everything that I listen to in one album.
Yeah, that's good. What would you?
Probably PJ Harvey as well.
Same.
Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea. I've had that on repeat. It's just I'm saying it's really honest female sexuality, and it's anger at someone invent that. Being empowering and like just
Yeah.
Hopefully we could be on like islands next to each other, and we can like lost in DJ albums.
You never know, you might all be stranded together, then you've got 4 albums with you.
That would be quite
But hopefully you never strand on a desert island. Okay, another one then is just, what is your favourite genre, and have you always stuck to liking that genre, or have you fluttered around lots of different types? It's a really difficult question, but it's just...
to be honest, like, when I started making music, it was very much like folky, sort of like folk pop, indie folk, like growing up in Cumbria, there's quite like a big folk scene here, and so that was like the first music I was really introduced to, like going to see live. So I was like, well, the most accessible thing I've got is like an acoustic guitar, so I'm gonna do the acoustic tunes, and that's primarily what I listen to. And then I like moved into like listening to more pop music, and then the last sort of maybe like 5 years or so, it's just got like heavier and heavier, like rock, punk, and like that's like my go-to. Anything with like a crunchy, dirty guitar is like, that's the genre I like.
That's what you like. Yeah.
What you guys?
Anybody else?
Not necessarily like a specific genre, but anything that like has some sort of emotional quality to it, like whether it's in the lyrics or in the performance or whatever. I think that's what like probably connects with people on like a subconscious level. Like it's got to make you feel something, and that can be any genre, right? People think pop music's not very cool to like pop, but I think it's like some of the best music.
Stuff.
It's great.
Best part there. Yeah. You guys?
probably soul and psychedelic.
Yeah.
I'm a big guitar fan.
Yeah.
I feel like psychedelic guitar is pretty like soulful.
It gets you.
Just anything with like energy behind it. Like,
yeah.
I love punk, but I wouldn't say that I am punk.
Yeah.
Like I love like 60s pop and all that kind of stuff. Just like anything with energy behind it. And like John said, like emotion and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
to be honest, I think after this weekend, now I've been introduced to metal, I think anything that's fast-paced is my thing now. I decided that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, to wrap it up then, it's a bit of a cliche one, but where would you, no, I'm going to ask that one. I'm going to say, what other festivals do you have lined up for this year? I'm going to say that one instead.
Yeah, we're playing Soulfest, which is another Cumbrian festival. And then we've already done a couple of the small ones with the Eskfest. We did Narkfest, which is like multi-venue festival in Newcastle. And then we've just got some other like exciting support slots and gigs that
You've got a headline show, right?
Got a headline show in Newcastle on the 16th of August.
Very nice.
But yeah, and then there's a couple of other things that are in the works that we can't say.
Yeah, you can't say, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, well it's been absolutely lovely speaking to you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thanks so much.
The sun has climbed and so must I. Do you think we'll know each other when we die? The sky is grey and not blue. Have I told you that I love you?
Erin, recording for the Student Music Network. I am here with full government name, Eaves Wilder.
That is not my full government name. Wilder is my middle name.
Okay.
So yeah, you can call me Evie or Eaves, whatever you want.
What should we say in this interview? Evie, we're friends. We're best friends.
Yeah, Evie. Evie's nice.
We're BFFs. So I'm Erin, and I'm here with Evie.
Hello.
We've just caught the tail end of your set. Like I said, we just had to like absolutely leg it through Russell Howard. Wonderful stuff. Is this your first time in Kendal?
It is, yeah. I was actually booked to play here in 2020, but we all know how that went.
Yeah.
So I did not attend that year. But I'm glad actually that it was now, because it's taken a few years to figure out what I want my live shows to sound like. So I think it always worked out lovely, and it's so nice.
It's a beautiful day. It's been wonderful all week, apart from the rain last night. That sucked.
That was up. Yeah, that was when we were cooking as well, and it was getting in all of our food. Yeah, but it's fine. We move. Do
you know, that's such an economic way to do a festival as well, because we've just been like absolutely bleeding our pockets dry on all the vendors and stuff like that.
Bro, I can't do it anymore because, you know, being in a band, I'm sure, I mean, the economy's bad for everyone at the moment, but being in a band, you know, I lose so much money for every gig I play.
Yeah.
Because the musicians in my band, they're kind of session musicians, so you want to pay everybody fairly, but no festivals have enough money to pay at all anymore. So, so yeah, we try and do it really economically. Buy all of our own food before, all of our own drink, like in and out. We got pretty good at it though. We kind of take it as a challenge, like we're scouts or something, or brownies.
Very DIY. I guess that's the ethos. Do you know what I mean? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, you know, like we were talking about Kathleen Hanna, and you know, when I got into her, I found that very inspiring, because it's like the thing of, I don't know, especially as girls, I don't think I really figured out that I could do it until I saw other girls doing it for themselves, and especially in terms of producing all my own stuff and also singing on my own stuff. I always thought I needed to like outsource that.
Yeah.
And then it got to lockdown and I couldn't obviously work with anybody else, so it was a DIY thing that I'm just going to do everything myself, and it's ended up being the best thing, because now I'm like totally in control of what the sound is, and I don't have to have some like random 4-year-old man like making, although I do actually work with a 40-year-old man called Andy, who's lovely, but big shout out. But yeah, that is important to me, to do as much of it myself, to keep it as pure of what I wanted it to be at the start, you know.
We saw you on stage singing and on the keys as well. How many instruments have you got going?
I can play 3 instruments. Okay. It varies in how well I can play them. I've only been playing guitar for a few years. Keyboard is my one, and I also play bass. But I also recently got my hands on an accordion, which is sick.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's wild. And also a melodica. We started taking melodicas to all of our campsites last year.
I love a melodica.
Oh, they're so fun.
When are you going to get that? You know those, have you ever seen an automaton? You know,
no, what is that?
It's like this tube thing, and it's got like a little ball at the bottom that's a face, and you play the keys kind of like a recorder, and then you squeeze the little face, and the mouth opens and it makes it look like burp.
That's so cool.
That's the next one.
That kind of sounds like a kazoo as well. Like
yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like actually a lot of instruments that are really underutilized, and maybe even in my band as well. The representation matters with everything, and I'm not really doing it. I'll get on it.
You've got a very sophisticated sound.
Thank you.
You're still very young. Do you think this is the peak, or do you think you're getting there? Like whereabouts in a sort of sliding scale, do you think?
I think, I mean, everybody always thinks that the most recent thing they did is the best thing, right?
Yeah.
Or else, like, why would you be doing it? So I've got an album that I've just finished, and I think that is the best thing that I've ever done, like for sure. I think it's funny that you say that it's sophisticated, which is really lovely, but I kind of had a big epiphany last year that a lot of my stuff, I was doing it for my younger self, when actually I don't want to do it for her, I want to do it for who I would like to actually be instead. And since I started doing that, I think it's a lot better. But I'm sure in a few years' time I'll look back on my songs at the moment and think that they were but that's good, you know, that means you're getting better. I just want to keep getting better, basically.
Yeah. I would absolutely love to touch on Kathleen Hanna for a minute.
Please,
a big inspiration for you, women in music in general. I don't know, I'd just be really interested to hear, firstly, who you're into and how they influence your music.
Yeah, well, obviously I love her, you know, she's great. I got into her through really getting into the Slits though, and especially Viv Albertine's book, Cloves Music Boys. That really inspired me to start playing guitar, because she talks about how, like, a lot of the guitar, like the rock gods that we look at, are very masculine. And even a lot of the women that are up there kind of got there by almost mimicking like a lot of the men that came before them and playing in that way. And she was like, what would a girl sound like if it was just start from scratch, if I wasn't trying to be Jimi Hendrix and it was all that weird, like, cool that the Slits made. And I found that very inspiring. I find a lot of people, I love Wolf Alice. I think Ellie's really cool. I love that also she doesn't really, she's clearly quite a shy person and she embraces it, and I think that's nice because it's quite nerve-wracking being up there, and she just completely owns it. Yeah, I love so many people. I'm just in love with like a million musicians always. That's why I do it.
The last song you played is, I guess, kind of about that insecurity about being on stage. Is that something you feel a bit more confident with now? Is that something you're moving past? Or is it always there?
It's always there a bit. What was funny is like I spent the second half of last year, I spent a lot of time doing solo sets, just me and the piano. Which was great, but I forgot what a kind of shield of armour it is to have the sound that we have on stage, because with all those fuzz pedals, if someone's chatting in the crowd, like you can't hear it. Like, but suddenly when all of that was stripped away and it was just me and the piano, I could hear everybody talking over. And there were these girls that found her, like every time I'd like play a little riff, they were, wait, she's like actually really good, which is it's a nice thing to say, but like they were as close to me as I am now. But I think people think that stage is like,
yeah, because you're up there as well.
Yeah. It's nerve-wracking. It's like quite hard to. I'm a very attention-seeking person, and for some reason when I get on stage, that all kind of goes away, and I'm like, don't look at me. But it's getting easier. Every gig is funner as well.
What do you see? I don't know. I don't want to say 5 years' time. I feel like that's a bit cliche. But what do you see for the future? Obviously, you've got the album coming on your way. I don't know. Who do you want to be?
I just want to be really, really good. Like, I just want to have chops. Like, I always am trying to teach myself new ways of playing and try and educate myself. I think I make music because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So I just want to make music that I would listen to and that does all my references and my heroes some respect, you know. Yeah, I'd love to also have I'd love to have enough money to have like a mad stage setup. That's what I'm aiming for. But for now, this is great. Yeah.
Can we just get a little shot of that stage?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's so beautiful, yeah.
This whole festival is gorgeous.
The whole festival is absolutely lovely. I think as well, like, I don't know, you look like you were having a fantastic time up there. I hope you're having a fantastic time up there.
We were, and thank you for coming. I did see you dancing. It was really nice. It was so lovely.
I think we'll get out of here before the next one started. Thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's a one-way ticket to a madman situation. Train comes out of nowhere, it's destination. It's a one-way ticket to a madman situation. Can we bring yesterday back around? 'Cause I know how I feel about you now. I was wrong, I let you down. But I know how I feel about you now.
We have just watched, you know what? One of the best things in the world, but both our phones out of charge, so it's really sad.
So this is our post-Streets debrief. How was that?
Oh my god. So we've already announced in this vlog, I'm drum and bass, you're metal.
Yeah.
They're a little bit of both, to be honest. I mean, they've done Take Me As I Am, that is drum and bass, and they did that, and they did a Wall of Death.
Yeah,
we weren't in it, hence we're okay.
We're alright, yeah. We haven't lost our phones, but we've got them back now.
We've got them back now, and we did an absolute. We two-stepped. We did
two-stepped.
We did a dance, and it was absolutely fantastic. So please watch the streets if you ever get the chance.
Really good. I didn't expect that kind of music to be doing a Wall of Death at all. He had a beach ball, and he said, "I'm going to kick this into the crowd," and the second this goes into the crowd, go nuts.
Yeah, and we went nuts.
Even though we went in the Wall of Death, we still went nuts.
We went nuts, and it was absolutely fantastic. But this is our review of it, and we're going to get videos from other people, hopefully, put it on there.
We'll see. Fingers crossed.
We were sad to go home on Sunday, but there was still plenty to look forward to. I was looking forward to Pale Waves. Holly was looking forward to Goldie Looking Chain.
I'm blessed and lucky to be here with the Lancashire Hot Pots. Would you like, if I pass the phone round, would you like to introduce yourselves individually?
Absolutely.
You're nearest to me.
Good afternoon, listeners. I'm Ron Seal.
How do? I'm Kenny Body.
Hello, everybody. My name's Bob Riggles.
I've got two names, but I'll use this one. It's Bernard Thresher. How are we?
I'm Dickie.
This is Billy McCartney's Windows and Doors. No, I'm Billy McCartney. I'm the keyboard player from the Lancashire Hot Pots.
And a window fitter.
And a window fitter.
And a window fitter.
Just in case there's any other musicians out there.
Yeah, if anyone needs a keyboard player, we've got one here.
Billy's
We've not got any other musicians though. We've just got first names.
Well, we're not musicians.
No. You're just here. You're just here for a chat. So you know, Borderline opening the stage today. Is there a lot of pressure doing that first one on stage?
We technically didn't today, did we?
No. It's an easy gig. Our brand of music is. It's family entertainment, I suppose. That's right. Yeah. Under the folk umbrella, but with different genres that go with it. So for the last 17 years, that's been our slot, and you know, it works, doesn't it?
Incidentally, 17 years is the same amount of time that I've been with my wife, and it's our wedding anniversary today.
Oh, there it is. So thank you for ignoring her and being with us. Cheers, mate.
This is supposed to be a happy occasion.
Maybe this is the scoop. This is the insider scoop. The secret to a happy marriage is to sing songs about egg, sausage, chips, and beans. 17 years. There's a correlation there, though, isn't there?
You know, it does kind of. Well, I suppose doing that paid for our new kitchen last year. So
Yeah.
What's happening?
The key to a happy marriage is just one simple word, and it's yes. That's all it is. Yes.
So you're obviously hello, by the way, we're Lancaster University students. I'd say you're sort of like cultural icons. You know, you've got a very specific brand. When you're writing music, do you try and sort of fit within that, or do you just whatever comes to you, you're like, yeah, I'll have that?
I'm very much the songwriter along with Bernard. You are right. On brand is very much where we like to be. Anything that sort of evokes the emotional heart of people from the northwest of England.
Yeah. Anything silly, anything that's been on the news that isn't highly political, stay away from that.
Anything fried.
Anything fried is in.
Anything mildly ABV based, that might get a look in. And general, just trying to be happy.
Yeah. You know, we do stray into a little bit of sentimentality at times.
Every now and again, yes.
But really, you've just got to wing it back to fried food.
Fried food. You can't go wrong.
So in all your tenure of performing and touring and everything like that, what has been the maddest thing you've seen in the crowd so far?
In the crowd. Can I just say it's not a 10 year, it's a 17 year.
Thanks very much. There you go. These are the jokes.
I actually genuinely don't think that I could say what the maddest thing was. I'd just like to say this, that a gentleman had a little bit of an accident on the front row in Southport one year. He did a dirty protest. I didn't know whether he liked the first couple of songs, but yes.
An abridged version of the Adelphi story.
I can pass you on. Here we go.
I was just going to say, there was one time we played a very old style place in Hull called the Adelphi. They still used actual glass glasses, not plastic cups, and a young gentleman got very carried away during one of our songs and was jumping up and down with said pint glass, and somehow glassed himself and ended up going to A&E. I think he still stayed for a few songs, but there was blood.
He came back. He actually came back at the end, seriously, yeah.
So yeah, that's the abridged version of that.
And you know, for me, just every time people join in with Chippy Tea, or every time we see a conga, that's mad, because we're not really supposed to be doing this. We've all got jobs. We all work normal things. This is like our little bit of weekend enjoyment. So when we actually see people joining in and singing back, and the amount of people that turn up at Kendal, that's mad.
Kendal's a big one as well, because obviously, yeah, northwest of England. Is it the biggest festival in the northwest of England? I don't know.
It was on the news this weekend, wasn't it? It was on BBC Northwest. So
BBC Northwest. There we go. That's big. But yeah, it's the perfect place to come for, again, a bit of chippy tea. I have to ask the question: when you do go to the chippy, what's your order? Shall I pass you around?
Go round.
Yeah.
I have a split and fish. Now, a split is a St Helens delicacy which just comprises of chips and mushy peas. So that's what we like to call it in Tellins. And I'll throw a fish on there as well, love. Cheers, thank you very much.
It's going to be really boring, but I have exactly the same thing. I have a split and fish, but if it's a Chinese chippy, I'll have salt and pepper chips with salt and pepper chicken. Do you like a bit of salt and pepper anything?
Yeah.
I like a bit of special fried rice, chips and curry. Get that from the Sea Palace to Southport. Other chippies are available.
I like to branch out a little bit. I'm going rogue. I go all the doner meats. Now, if they've got 3 spinning sticks, I'll have the lot. If it comes with chips, that's fine. But sprinkle it generously with chilli sauce.
As the only vegetarian in the band, I'm going to go for chips and curry sauce, but you can add a barm cake to that as well. And it's called barm cake, not anything else.
Yes, not a barm.
When I go to the chippy near mine now, it's important that I pronounce this meal right. It's known as a sausage dinner. 3 sausages, chips, peas, gravy. Minimum of 3 sausages. I went to one chippy, they gave me 2. I've never been back. Yeah. So, and by the way, I play keyboards. I'm really good at keyboards, but I love sausages. I will accept payment in meat products.
If you have to ring your chippy in advance to warn them that you're coming, you know you're ordering good stuff.
So when I agreed to do Kendal Calling, it was on the basis that I would get 6 sausages. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, backstage got him a big pile of sausages just past the camera there.
Oh, see ya.
To the ceiling,
yeah. No, there was a big pile of sausages. That's my payment for this gig. Yeah. So.
You're sticking around for the rest of the day? Anybody else you're excited to see?
Are you ready for the day?
Here for the day, not check the lineup. I'm excited to see my friend who's in the audience. I don't even know who's on. I just get in the van and I get out the van and then I get back in the van again. That's my job. There you go.
We stick around for a bit. Normally we would stay for the whole weekend, but we've had other festival commitments. Not anyone in particular want to see. I just want to have a wander around and see what takes me fancy. I like walking past the different tents and hearing what's going on and finding something new.
I'm going to have a trip up to the Woodlands in a bit. I'm going to watch Gran Falloon, who my brother-in-law is the bass player. Hi Daz, love you. We'll talk about those garden flags next week.
I've been here since Thursday. I did have to nip off on Saturday to play Why Not, but came straight back. So I did the Sugar Babes, which I think was the highlight. I don't mind today. I'm just going to relax and take a walk round and try and get absolutely leathered.
Well, somebody mentioned a Goldie looking chain, which I think we should check in on. And you know, maybe if we could attract their attention, wouldn't it be good if there could be some sort of hot pot GLC collab?
Could you only imagine?
I'm just putting it out there, guys. Get in touch.
I'm gonna stay till the end of today. I'm going to see Paolo Nutini. I'm gutted I missed the Lancashire Hot Pots. But yeah, no, it's been amazing. I'm going to see Paolo and see if there's a sausage dinner in the woods.
The only reason he's been convinced to see Paolo Nutini is because he thought he was called Paolo Nutella.
And also because my girlfriend who wants to see Paolo is my lift home. So, but I'm in it for the music. Good night, God bless. I play keyboards.
Oh well, Lancashire Hot Pots, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
had a wonderful week here at Kendal Calling. It's time to go home.
We're really sad. We really don't want to leave. It's been honestly one of the best weekends of my life, I think.
Thank you so much to the Student Music Network for having us out this weekend.
And thank you so much to Gala PR for being so nice to us whilst we're here.
Thank you very much to the artists for giving us their time.
And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Bye!